welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your timeless tarot reading. So on Thursday, which was yesterday, I thought it was the weekend the next day. I don't know why I thought that, so I gleefully did a weekend reading, and of course now I've done the weekend reading, so now it's Friday and I've spent the day thinking, what should I do for the reading, because I've already done the weekend reading and it's Friday. And then after having lots of exhausting thoughts about could I do this and could I do that, it went ping and the penny dropped and I thought, timeless tarot. Everything has been leading up to this moment, you see. This is just a one-off, don't worry, I am going to put dates on and do normal daily tarot, but of course we just have this little window of nothingness. Yes, so timeless tarot. So this will resonate for you when you see it. When you need to see it, you'll see it. If you don't need to see it, hopefully you won't see it. And it's like, what time is it? It's now. Where am I? I am here. Okay? That kind of feeling. And the cards are already out. Long story. I'm using the Rider-Waite. You've got to make a decision. That's what I get from this reading. So this is about those of you who are making a decision. We've got the Chariot. And it feels like push me, pull me here. Push me, pull me. So the Chariot has this quite serious looking charioteer. And he's got his two sphinxes, and one is going one way and one's going the other. And one is like black with white bits and one is white with black bits, and they're kind of an inverted version of each other, which is a sort of a yin and a yang philosophy. Now if you're a Piscean like me and you're a bit of a dualistic sign, you'll probably think that all things are contained within all answers and decisions anyway, so there's no real kind of push and pull, but it does feel like the universe is pushing you to know what your deepest desires are. Overall energy, you got the Five of Pentacles, which is quite a special card for me. And this is the card for me of taking a long walk in the snow. Nice. So, two people pass under a lighted church window. I love saying that. I love saying that. And there's Five Pentacles, and I always think of it in terms of the church having a bake-off, you know, there's mince pies and there's cucumber sandwiches with the corners cut off. Yep, that's my favourite sandwich. A little bit of salt on, some butter, white bread obviously, and there is comfort and sustenance in the church, but they don't go in. They don't choose the comforts. They kind of choose the snowy option, which is the spiritual path. Okay. Your happiness is at stake in this decision, and it's a little bit confusing. Something has happened here. We've got the Tower in reverse. So there has been a sort of an epiphany. There's been a moment of realization, of thinking to yourself, things are not how I thought they were. Bingo. And also you can't really get away from that. This is a truthhood that sort of smacks you straight in the chops. It's like, boom, here's the truth. Can't deny it, even though you probably want to, and you're like, okay then, I can't deny it. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. Things are not how you thought they were going to be. Things are not playing out happily ever after. Okay. Fair enough. So far, so good. Enter the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yes, I know. The Sneaky Fox card. A man looks over his shoulder as he pinches 5 of the 7 swords. It's also in reverse. It's also in the past. Something was taken from you. Some kind of innocence, some kind of... Somebody could have used you a bit, or they could have taken your trust, for some of you, taken your love and played fast and free with it, okay? And you don't really know what to do about that. This was for some of you a budding relationship. We've got the Three of Wands in reverse. In the upright, it's a budding relationship. Now it's on hold. So this is any kind of murky relationship, or it could be to do with work. Three of Wands is when you've got to a certain point with a job. It's like a budding offer or a budding career in something. But either way, you're being called upon to ask what is most dear to you. What are your core needs? What are your core emotional needs, and can they be met? Okay. In the upright, the deliciously lovely Nine of Cups. This is the emotional wish card. What do you wish for? What do you wish for? That's an easier question than it seems. What you don't wish for is quite straightforward. I don't want this and I don't want that. But what do you want? How do you feel 9 cups? Now, very interestingly, we also have the 8. What do you choose to walk away from? The way I see this, to move from the 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups, you've got to walk away from something. You have to turn your back on something. Let's do Smells Like the 70s. Ooh, I can smell everything today. I'm having one of those days. You know, I just walked into town and I could just, unfortunately, smell everything and everyone. In some cases that's good, and in some cases it really isn't. Right, that's going up there. By gum, okay. Timeless but powerful, people. Timeless but powerful. Okay. I'm just doing some clarifiers to see what we need to know. Poof. A lot of major arcana coming out. Whoa, there's so much major arcana on the table. Oh, wow. Well, I can see why you're on the horns of a dilemma. Certainly can. Okay, let's look at this bad boy. 8 of Cups, Saturn in Pisces. What do you choose to walk away from? This is radical because you get the Death card. Death card is a transformation. You really need to change things up with this decision. It's not even for me a straight decision. It's moving towards what you need more of and leaving behind what you need less of. You're taking your walk in the snow. In the middle of the reading, I love this and I don't even know why I like it. For the Chariot, the Magician. I know. Now the Magician is usually pictured at a crossroads. Okay, you've got more power than you know in this particular scenario. And what this is heading straight up towards is the Ace of Cups. I know, that's not what you expected, and quite honestly, not what I expected either. Radical pruning is going to need to be taking place in order for you to get to that Ace of Cups. My friends, that is a radical pruning. Some of you had a conversation or a run-in with someone, if it was either work or relationship, where it turns out that they didn't seem to be as committed as you thought. The Tower in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant represents institutions such as work, management, schools, churches, marriage, okay, commitment, doing things the straightforward and legitimate way. So we're no longer doing things the straightforward and legitimate way. It seems we're all taking a walk in the snow. But that walk in the snow can lead to that Ace of Cups, okay? Now the emotional wish card is the Queen of Cups. Normally represents Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio females. It also represents knowledge that is given to you by divination. In other words, you can't think your way to that Ace of Cups. And that's probably why you're doing the Chariot thing, this whole, you know, here boy, here girl, You know, can't do it. It won't work like that. You'll just have two angry horses. And we all know you can't ride two horses with one ass. Yeah, Reese Witherspoon, Sweet Home Alabama. Four of Wands. The Lovers. Okay, some of you, this is a twin flame situation right there. Two messages I get. Inescapably, there is love in this house. Okay, if this tarot reading was a house, there's love in this house. The Ace of Cups bears down on this whole reading and showers it with love. Okay, but that doesn't mean you take any BS off anybody either. We need Brian and Wendy Frood to step into the fray. Okay. Brian and Wendy Frood, Heart of My Bottom Oracle. Nope, it's not that one. Nope. I was waiting for that. I couldn't take one out of the pack, it had to fall out on its own. Alrighty, I'm going to go for this then. Fair enough. When I'm doing a private reading for people, let's say it's for a woman who's asking me about a relationship. If two queens come up in the reading, there are two women in the situation somehow. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Look at these two women in opposition to each other. They couldn't be less alike. Queen of Pentacles represents earth sign women, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Queen of Cups is your Pisces, your Cancer or your Scorpio. Okay, so it could be one of those. She's an earth sign and she's quite calculating and she's more whimsical, okay, and more into divination. Now this of course can represent two different points of view, so being practical and pragmatic versus using the divine and being more dreamlike and more intuitive about it. Yes, that's there, but for just a few of you, there's two females here. And I say this because I got the Queen of Bedlam. And this, for me, is my nightmare ex-wife card. I don't know, or ex-female. It can be in a friendship as well. It can be a female friend, but it is a female. It can be a female friend. It can occasionally be us, you know, as a woman. So if you're a woman watching this, it can be you doing the meddling. Only you can know. But the Queen of Bedlam causes bedlam. One of these queens has caused bedlam in this scenario. Nope, it's not one of those. Let's have one of these. Sure. This is an interesting reading. The route out of this is not a conventional one. I will say that. Yes. Look what we get. We get To Be Fair. It's the same as the Chariot. What needs to happen with this at the moment? If you can imagine that this situation is you in the Chariot. This is my Chariot mime, okay? I know. I'm sort of doing it in one of those 1980s I'm on a computer game kind of a thing. There used to be a really good computer game. I don't know if anybody out there, comment if you did do this. Used to play a game called Outrun. Outrun. It used to have a man and a woman in a sports car. And used to have a wheel in old school gaming arcades of the 80s. I love them. Yeah, Outrun. Anyway, I'm in Outrun. I'm doing my Chariot like this. This is how you're making your decision, okay? And you're kind of dodging the things and you're leaping a bit like Donkey Kong. You can tell I used to be into computer games. Ping like this and bloop and all that. And you're dodging boulders and people and bedlam and whatever it is. Somewhere along the line, hold your line. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not a straight line. You don't really know where it's going. it is full of complication, but somewhere, if you think about, there used to be a game, what was it? Oh, here we go, I'm going into video games. Used to be a game called Double Dragon that I used to play. Please comment if you ever played Double Dragon. That was another arcade game. And you used to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. And then in a very 80s, old-fashioned, sexist kind of a way, if you won, unfortunately, you won a blonde woman. For me, that wasn't great. I kind of wanted the guy in the leather jacket, but never mind. So if I won, I used to get the blonde woman, and then a heart would go bing on the screen. What I'm seeing here is that is your end goal. That is your ping if you can fight through the game, okay? And fighting through the game at the moment involves keeping the chariot going, keeping it in the upright, and somehow playing with the forces of good and evil, dark and light, whatever shenanigans are going on, and just holding your line. And for now, that is all you can do. That's what to be fair means. Hold your line. This will change. But you can't, all you need to do is know what you need, know what you want, know emotionally how to get to that Ace of Cups, know what your prize is, okay? And in some cases, that is knowing that you are the prize, whether that's in work or love, you are the prize. We haven't had this for a while, we get support. Love this. Call on whoever it is, God, Archangel Michael, whatever your stuff is, fairies or, you know, friends even. So above, below, whatever it is, call on your support. Call on whatever it is you need to call on, but just hold your line. This will change, this will move. I imagine, and this is just my thoughts coming to me now, that the full moon in Virgo, which is Pisces and Virgo in opposition, Sun in Pisces, Moon in Virgo, will have an effect on this, okay? This is very exciting. Please do leave me a comment, okay? This is a timeless tarot. They won't all be like this, but I've taken my little opportunity to do it. Please do like, share and subscribe. Check out my pick a card readings. And what was it? I can't remember what the other bit was. So I'll just say namaste and I'll see you soon.